guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Comfort. I'm an online fashion tutor. I create content around the sewing niche, including pattern drafting, cutting and sewing, and I upload new videos every week. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on any of my videos as I drop new videos every week. So in this tutorial, we'll be learning how to make a 6 pieces blouse. So if this is what you want to watch, please stay tuned as we dive into the tutorial. You're welcome. So I'm gonna head to draw my starting line that will serve as my shoulder line. So from my starting line, I'll go down and mark my chest line. That's your bust. Your bust divided by 6. The bust I'm working with is 40 divided by 6 is 6.66 plus 1.5 is 8 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark 9 inches. That is 1 inch for my shoulder slope. My chest line is 8 inches, but I added 1 extra inch for the shoulder slope. So this is me marking out 9. Now this is me marking out 11 inches for my bust point. So I'll just go ahead and mark all my horizontal lines. Now for your folded edge, you come inwards and mark your shoulder measurement. The shoulder I'm working with is 15 divided by 2, 7.5, and I added half an inch, that is 8 inches. You come down on your chest line, you mark 8 inches. Whatever you have on your shoulder, you bring it down on your chest line. Before then, let me label. This is my shoulder line, my chest line, bust point, under bust, waistline. This is my blouse length stroke my hip, and I added 2 extra inches for allowance for hemming. So now from my shoulder, from the folded edge, I came inward and marked my shoulder line, which is 8 inches. So I'll go ahead and draw a straight line. I'll connect these 2 lines together. That is my shoulder measurement. That is 15 divided by 2, and I added half an inch. Now the bust measurement I'm working with is 40 inches. 40 divided by 4 is 10 inches. So I placed my tape measure on my chest line and I marked my bust measurement, which is 10 inches. Now from the shoulder line, I came down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Now from my folded edge, come inwards, I mark 3.5 inches for my neck width, and my neck depth is 3.5 inches. So I'll just go ahead and connect. You can take any measurements for your neck width and your neck depth. You can do any measurements you like. So I did 3.5 by 3.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and connect my shoulder slope to my neckline. So now half of whatever I have, is the half is 4. I'll come inwards by 0.75 inches. I'll just connect like so for my armhole. You can use a free hand, or if you have a curve ruler, you can make use of your curve ruler. So now this is me connecting to the chest, the bust measurement, which is 10, connected like so. So now my bust span, the bust span I'm working with is 9.5 inches. Sorry, it's 9 inches. 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. So now I'll go ahead and mark 4.5, but my bust point, I'll be marking 5 inches. You add extra half inch to it. So now from my hemming, this is my hip, I marked 4.5 inches, my waistline 4.5 inches, under bust 4.5 inches. Now my bust point, I added extra half inches to it, that is 5 inches. So I'll go ahead and connect all this line together. If your bust span is 8 inches, that means 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now your bust point, you add extra half inch to it, that will be 4.5. So when you are done connecting like so, the next thing you do is you place your tape measure and measure whatever you have on your armhole. That is me measuring from there to my bust measurement. I have 9.2 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark half of whatever I have. Now this is the half of what I've measured. This is the half. So I'll go ahead and connect it like so to my bust point. Ensure not to add too much curve to it. You see how I'm placing my curve ruler. I'm placing it to avoid too much curve so that it will not stress when you'll be sewing. So all our darts will be going on this other area. Now the bust I'm working with is 40 inches. I will be marking 2.5 inches. Now if your bust measurement is 32 inches to 35 inches, you can do 1.5 inches. Now 36 inches to 40, you can do 2 inches. Now 41 inches above, you can do 2.5 inches. But I did 2.5 inches. Now I'll be marking this 2.5 inches straight to your under bust. Marking 2.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and connect these lines, these points together. Just connect like so. Now guys, from your bust point, you come down by 1 inch. This is to avoid any sharp points around this area. So go ahead, from your bust point, you come down by 1 inch. I'll be connecting to that under bust. You place your curve ruler like so and you connect. So now guys, on my armhole side, I came down by 2 inches. If you did 2.5 inches, you come down by 2 inches. If you did 2 inches, you come down by 1.5. And if you did 1.5, you come down by 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and connect like so. You place a curve ruler like so and you connect. So now we are going to be extending. You extend that line. You extend by 1.5 inches. So that by the time you be joining your princess armhole, it will not be short. Do you get? You not run out of fabric. So this is me adding extra 1.5 inches and they'll connect for a new armhole. I'm trying to blend that area to avoid any sharp points. So now I'll go ahead and place my measurements. Now, I came down by 2 inches here. So I'll go ahead and place that 2 inches that I came down with. This is me replacing that 2 inches. So now my bust is 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10 plus, that is 10 inches plus that 2 inches, that is 12. So I'll come down and draw my new armhole. Now this is our new armhole. So now for my folded edge, my under bust is 32 inches. We'll be replacing that 2.5 inches. 32 divided by 4 is 8 inches. 8 plus 2.5 inches, that's that dot that we drew there, is 10.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark 10.5 inches. That's 32 divided by 4, 8 inches. Sorry, my bust, trying to be sure. I added 2 extra inches for sewing allowance. Now my under bust is 32 inches, like I said, divided by 4, 8 inches, plus this 2.5 inches, that is 10.5 inches. This is me marking my 10.5 inches. I added 2 inches extra for my allowance. Now my waistline, the waist I'm working with is 36 inches. Now 36 divided by 4 is 9 inches. 9 plus 2.5, that is 10. That is 11.5, and I added 2 extra inches to it. So the hip I'm working with is 45 inches. Now 45 inches divided by 4 is 11.25 plus 2.5 inches, 13.75, and I added 2 extra inches to that. Now I came down on my extra 2 inches allowance and I replicate the same thing there. So I'll go ahead and join all those points together. So now guys, this 6 pieces blouse has a zip on the center front. So I'll be attaching a pattern paper around that center front. That is 2 inches for the zip. So I'll go ahead and attach and I'll be back. So guys, I'm gonna head to shade our dart area. That's where we'll be cutting. So now I've attached a pattern paper that's 2 inches for our zipper allowance. So you can see 2 inches. So I'll go ahead and extend my lines. I'll extend my neck. I'll extend my shoulder line, my neckline. You know, our neck depth is 3.5 inches. So just go ahead and connect my round neck, and I'll connect all these lines. Sorry guys, I'm supposed to have added this extra 2 inches before starting before drafting, but I forgot. So when you're drafting your pattern, ensure to add extra 2 inches to your neck width. Instead of 3.5 inches for your neck width, you do 5.5. That's 2 inches for your zip. Do you get? So I'll go ahead and cut. This is me cutting. So guys, we'll be cutting the back. So now I'll go ahead and draw my shoulder line, which will serve as my starting line. So now from this starting line, I'll come down by 9 inches. That's my chest line is 8 inches plus 1 inch for the shoulder slope. This is exactly what we did in the front piece. So I'll go ahead and mark my bust point, which is 11 inches. So now I'll go ahead and mark my waistline, which is 17 inches. So now I'll go ahead and mark my hip line, which is 26 inches, and this is also my blouse length. And I added 2 inches for hemming. So I'll just go ahead and join my lines. So I'll go ahead and label. Sorry, I made mistake. That should be waistline and not underbust. So I went ahead and marked my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5 inches plus half an inch, 8 inches. I brought it down on my chest line. I'll go ahead and connect like so. So I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. So my neck width is 3.5 inches, same as my front. My neck depth is 2 inches. Neck width is 3.5 and neck depth 2 inches. Your neck width should be same as your front. That's 3.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and connect to my shoulder slope like so. So whatever I have, that's half of whatever I have is 4 inches. I'll come inwards by 0.5 inch. I'll connect like so. Now my bust measurement is 40 divided by 4, 10 inches. So I'll go ahead and connect my armhole to my marked bust measurement. So now my bust span is 9 inches. 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. So I'll go ahead and mark 4.5 inches all the way to my bust point, 4.5 inches. So now for my bust point, I came up by 1 inch. So now you extend the 4.5 inch that we've marked on the bust point to the 1 inch. So you connect and join all those lines together. That's your bust span divided by 2. So now we're going to be marking our darts. Now on your under bust, I came inwards by 0.75 inches. You can do 0.5 inches, but I did 0.75. Now from your hip line, you come up by 2 inches. So now you connect to your hip line and you connect to the bust point. That is the 1 inch that went up from the bust point. You connect like so to your under bust. Sorry, to your waistline. I made a mistake. It should be waistline and not under bust. Sorry. So now guys, we'll be connecting our dart leg to the half armhole that we marked there. Please avoid not to add curve. You can see I'm placing my curve ruler. I'm just trying to avoid too much curve while connecting. So just try and blend so you don't have a sharp point at that area. So now I extend my line from that marked princess armhole. You extend by 1.5 inches and you connect like so. That will be your new armhole. Connect. Try to extend so you don't run out of fabric while joining your princess darts. So now I'm placing my measurements. Now the bust I'm working with is 40 inches. 40 divided by 4 is 10. I added 2 extra inches. Now my waist is 36 inches. Sorry, I was actually thinking it's my under bust, and I marked the measurement of my under bust, which is 32 inches. So now whatever you have on your waist, you divide it by 4 and you add the extra inch for the darts. You can see I'm adding the extra inches for the darts. So now your heel divided by 4 and I added extra 2 inches to it. So I'll go ahead and connect my lines. This is where I noticed that I made a mistake. You understand? It's actually supposed to be my waistline, which is 17 inches and not under bust. Do you get? And what I have on my waist, that is the circumference of my waist, is 36. Now 36 divided by 4. 36 divided by 4 is 9 inches. 9 plus 1.5, that is 10.5 inches. You can see 10.5 inches, and I added 2 extra inches for my sewing allowance. Hope you understand, guys. I made a mistake, sorry. So I'll just go ahead and connect. So that's the dart will be cutting out. So guys, I'll go ahead and cut. So now guys, this is our pattern paper. That's the front and the back piece. So please, we'll be cutting this 2-2. Do you get? The center front is 2, while the sides 2, and the center back 2. The center back, we're not adding any zip to it. So now I'll be adding a extra pattern paper on the waist. I'll go ahead and just label. This is my waistline. We'll be adding a pattern paper from the waistline. Because we'll be cutting our flay. So now this is my center back. So now guys, we'll not be cutting the flay on the center back and also the center front. So we'll be attaching our pattern paper, as you can see, on this bust area and also the side of our front. You know, this is 6 pieces, so we'll be cutting three of the flay on the front and also 3 on the back. Do you get? Making it 6. That is 6 pieces flay. So now this is me attaching a pattern paper to the front. As you can see, the front waistline, that is the side that you'll be attaching your bust to. So you can do 3 inches, 3.5, 4 inches, depending how you want your flay to be full. So me, I'll be doing 3.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark 3.5 inches, as you can see I'm doing. So I'll go ahead and connect to my waistline. So this 3.5 inches, I'll connect it straight to my waistline. That's where the flay will start. Do you get? The flay will start from the waistline. So I'll come up by 2 inches. As you can see, I'll come up by 2 inches and I will shape it. Do you get? I'll connect it like so. It depends. It's your choice. If you want yours to be slanted like this, you can go ahead and do. But if you don't want, you can just leave it like that. So you can do 1 inch, 1.5, but don't do more than 2 inches. So I'll just go ahead and cut like so. Do you understand? This is 6 pieces. So we'll be cutting this flay, 3 on the front side. That means 3 on the front and also 3 on the back. So now I've cut 1. So we'll be cutting this other side. Do you get? This other side is joining the front. That's the front now. Do you get? So we'll be cutting this flay on this waistline side and also on the other side, making it 3. So this is me just measuring the 3.5 inches connecting to the waistline. What I did on that what I did on the previous flay that I just cut, you just come up by 2 inches, you connect like so, you slant it like so, you go ahead and cut. I hope we understand, guys. I just hope we understand. So you just go ahead and cut like so. We'll be doing the same thing on this other side. The same thing on this other side. You come out by 3.5 inches, you connect to your waistline. Measure 3.5 inches, you can do 4, you can do 5, depending on how you want your flay to be full. You can do 3 inches. So you just go ahead and connect to your waistline. You come up by 2 inches and you slant like so. So you go ahead and cut. So now guys, if you count, how many have we cut? We have cut like 3 now. 1 on the side of my front, that is the center side, and also this other side that is joining this other part. Do you get? that's making it 3. I hope you understand. We are not attaching the flare on the center front. So just go be sewing like this. This is how we'll be joining the flare together. So guys, so I will just go ahead and do the same thing on the back piece. The same thing that I explained earlier. We'll be doing the same thing on the back piece. We'll be cutting 3 as well. This is the center back. We'll not be attaching any flare to it. Be attaching flare to this other this side that is connecting the princess. The princess that plus the center. The side back. So we'll be cutting 3 flare on the back and also 3 on the front. Hope you understand, guys. So just go ahead and cut out my flare. So guys, the video is getting long. I will be dropping the link to the next video how I made this princess pieces blouse. So just click on the link and watch. So if you like this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up, and if you've not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.